Good morning, and here today we have Benny. How you doing today, Benny?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you to come on with us today. And how's your day going so far?
Pretty good. It's been a lovely cold morning here in Omaha.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm the CEO of a 501c3 nonprofit called Roam Share. And Roam Share operates 3 different bike share programs currently across Nebraska and Iowa. We have Heartland Bike Share right here in the Omaha Metro, our flagship program. And then we have a program in Lincoln called Bike Link. And then we operate the world's most rural bike share station in Valentine, Nebraska.
Oh, okay. And what made you start that?
Well, the Valentine one we started, I'm from small town Nebraska, and I was going to put a bike share station in my hometown, but then this opportunity opened up in Valentine, which sits on the Cowboy Trail, so it's this beautiful rail to trail, and it made more sense to put one out there, so we did that during COVID, and then this year we actually relaunched that one as all electric bikes, which is what we have here in Omaha as well.
So what was your inspiration behind starting this whole organization?
Yeah, well, I'm not the founder, but I took over, 6-7 years ago, and I think the inspiration came from just my own experience of riding a bike. I faced having to live life without a driver's license for a while, and so I started riding a bike to get to where I wanted to be. Once I got my life together, I actually own a car now, a couple cars, but I still ride my bike because it makes more sense as a form of transportation. And through those efforts, I started a nonprofit that advocates for bicycle rights, and then I started working with Bike Share.
Okay, so you have a whole community you have going on with that.
Yeah. Bicycling has been a big part of my life for the last 15 years.
So what do you like better, riding the bikes or driving cars?
Oh, riding a bike for sure. Yes. Yeah, there's so much freedom, mental clarity, just away from your devices, breathing fresh air. The list goes on and on.
And is it just here in Nebraska, or do you have it like in other?
Well, our Heartland Bike Share program, which is an all-electric bike share program, and is expanding every year. We serve Omaha, but we also serve Council Bluffs, Iowa, Bellevue, Mahoney State Park. The city of Papillion has 4 stations, soon to be 5, and does really well. And we're about to launch our first bike share station in La Vista next month, which is very exciting since that's where I live also. And we're hoping to get Ralston in sometime early spring of 2026, so that'll be the entire Omaha Metro will have at least 1 bike share station.
See, I need to get back into my biking, so I need to join.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I would love that. Miss biking. And is there anything else, any type of events or you have coming up with it?
Yeah, we're doing our end of the year fundraiser actually right here. It's called Ride at the Dock. And I'll be riding a stationary Zwift bike for 12 hours. And we'll have other bikes set up so you can come and ride with me. And then we raise money throughout the entire day, and all those proceeds go to support our nonprofit mission of Bike Share.
Okay, so if people wanted to join, how can they go and join the organization?
Yeah, so we'll have all the information up on heartlandbikeshare.org and all our socials as well.
Okay. Pretty cool. That's actually pretty fun to join and get people out and excited to get out the cars and get to drive and ride the bikes a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it's a great exercise too. It keeps the heart pumping.
Yeah, and we're membership based right now, and so we offer a daily, monthly, or annual pass. But if you can't afford those, if you reach out to us, we have what we call a reduced cost membership program. Okay. And the last thing we want is the financial barrier to stop you from accessing our bikes. We believe the bicycle is a valid form of transportation, and if you need access to it, we'll help you get it.
Oh, okay. And how's the feedback when people join? How do they love it?
Pardon?
How's the feedback when people?
Oh yeah, one of the hardest parts is getting someone to use the bike share program. Almost everyone who uses it that first time, which is the biggest challenge, is a repeat customer.
That's good.
And if you've never ridden an e-bike, you got to get on one because they are a lot of fun. And they are much easier than you would think to operate. And Omaha is surprisingly hilly, and the e-bikes make it easy. And you still get a little exercise, right? But we're no longer focused on the recreational or the exercise component of bicycle riding. We are public transportation. So getting from point A to point B is what's important to us. If you get exercise and some recreation, that's awesome. You know, those are like positive residual impacts from bike share, but our focus is transporting people by bike.
Okay. And it's all year round, right?
We are 365, 24/7, and we have riders ride every day of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah. If there's a car on a road, there can be a bike on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it do for the winter months? Like, how?
You know, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad gear and bad attitudes is what we like to say. And so, you know, if you gear up appropriately, you certainly can ride. You have to definitely practice extra caution though in the winter time with the ice. And the other drivers, I think that's probably the bigger one.
And how long you been doing it?
I've been doing the bike share thing for over 10 years. I started my first bike share with a large tech company, learned a lot, and then came on with Heartland Bike Share in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've just been loving it ever since then, huh?
Yeah, we've been growing year over year. You know, we have anywhere from like 12 to 20 employees, depending on where we're at in the season. We hire full-time local bike or public transportation enthusiasts, and yeah, it's a pretty good time.
And what's like the age limit, like for even like the younger youth?
Good point. Since we have all e-bikes, due to insurance liability, you have to be 16 and over to ride the e-bikes.
Okay.
But you know, we certainly accommodate anyone above 16, and the aging population is our fastest growing age range right now, because the e-bikes make it so easy to ride that our original bikes, which we call classic bikes, pretty heavy. And so the aging population sometimes struggled, or just people in general struggled to ride them sometimes. But with the e-bike, minimal struggle, and that they're so easy to ride. I can't express that enough.
Oh, well, that's good. So you guys who's out there 16 and over, you guys can join.
That's right.
See more 16-year-olds to ride the bike.
Yeah.
I feel like they be focused more on when they turn 16 to drive the cars and get their license to get their permits.
That's still happening, but we're just seeing, like, I have a 21-year-old, and she didn't want her permit or driver's license at all. She rode her bike for a while. Maybe I influenced that a little.
That's good.
But I think that's trending a little bit more, which is great. But you know, the bicycle is such it's been around longer than the car, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I always have to justify why it's great, even though it's been around for so long. But it's an amazing vehicle to use and so many positive benefits.
It is. It's better parking with the bike.
Yes, it's easier. It is
with you.
So much easier to park too.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things I get to see when I see people come in with their bikes and things. They can just bring them on in instead of just searching through a parking lot trying to find a parking lot.
Right.
And I'm like, that's much better if you can just bring it in with you.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, with that being said, do a lot of people use it to just bike to work too?
Yeah. Our most common bike share trip is a commute or a form of transportation. So it's whether they're going to get groceries or go to work or go to school or an interview or what have you. Those are the most common types. We're seeing more of those than the actual recreational trips. But we have bike share stations that are strategically placed at lakes or along trails, and a lot of people will go to use those stations as a form of exercise or recreation, where they'll just ride, around the lake a couple times and then return the bike at that station. And we love that too.
That is actually pretty good. I like that.
So then you don't have to bring your bike with you, or maybe you don't even own a bike, and you don't have to worry about locking it up anywhere, or doing any maintenance on the bike. All our bikes are maintained. We have over 400 e-bikes in the system.
Oh, okay. So do they use like an app or anything?
Yep. The app is a B-Cycle app, so you have to download that in order to access our system. And then you'll enter your information and credit card information, of course, and then you can see where all the stations are and how many bikes are available for you.
Okay. And do y'all normally like have events for it and everything too for it?
Yeah, the primary events that we do these days are just our fundraising events to support us. As a public transportation provider, we do not make any profit at all. So we are constantly fundraising and needing supportive partners. I'll mention like all the cities we operate, including the city of Omaha, has been a huge partner and a reason for our success, and along with all those other cities I mentioned. And then we get a lot of support from the local foundations here in town. The philanthropic support has been amazing. So big shout out to all of them. We wouldn't be able to do this without them.
Yeah, I do see that, especially like driving around here in Omaha a lot. You see like the bike lanes and a lot of things like that. So that helps out a lot. So you're responsible for that?
Well, we advocate as much as we can. We are starting to see a lot more bike lanes. You're absolutely right, and we want to see more. We're going to have a protected bike lane back in Omaha, and hopefully around 2028, along with the streetcar. Okay. That'll be our first or our only protected bike lane at that time. But we want more of that. We don't want to slow this momentum down. We have a pretty great trail network already, and that's a very safe place to ride a bike. We often will find that the biggest barrier next to cost of why people aren't riding is because they don't feel safe riding on the roads. Yeah. Because it is very intimidating to ride a bicycle right next to a whole bunch of cars.
It's because obviously in the cars getting mad and just going around or be honking the horn at them. But the bike lane, I think, is a great idea, and it's a more safer turn. So when you see them in there, you don't have to worry about cars trying to jump into those lanes as they ride the bikes.
Yeah. People generally like order, or at least to know where the bicyclist and where the car is supposed to be, so there's no confusion. And that helps decrease any sort of confusion.
Okay. And speaking of that, so with the app, when you go and sign up for it, does it tell you the locations where you can go and find them? Okay.
Yep. The app will show where all the stations are, how many e-bikes are available at the station, how many empty docks are available, because you'll need to have an empty dock to return your bike. All our trips are 60 minutes or under, are free.
Okay.
So you get a membership and you have unlimited 60-minute or under trips. If you go beyond 60 minutes, it's just $5 for each additional hour. But you can always return the bike to any station and then just check it out again, and that starts that 60-minute counter over.
Oh.
So you can just ride all day.
Oh, okay.
And we swap all the batteries, we do all the maintenance. Like, it's pretty great. Bike Share is amazing.
Okay, so like if anything maintenance wrong, they can just contact you guys on that.
Yeah, you just make a repair request on the app, and then our team goes out and fixes the bike. And if something's faulty with the bike, just return it to a dock and then hop on a different bike.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. I actually like that.
Yeah.
It can be right there on call and let them know how everything is going with the bike.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, do you like enjoy it, like especially like riding the bikes and everything?
Yeah. I try to commute as much as I can on my own bike. I've been riding for a couple decades now, and I ride the Bike Share bike a lot when I have meetings, which is great because then I'm not locking up my own bike somewhere. And the e-bike, it does make it easier to ride.
Oh yeah, that's really easy. So especially so you can just pull it up on the app and see where you're located at and just drive it on where you need to go.
Yeah, and you can you could even drive to where a station's located and then what we call a park and ride. So then you just leave your vehicle near the station and then ride the e-bike to downtown. We know a lot of people that do that for concerts or events downtown, because then you don't have to pay for parking or even worry about finding parking. All you have to do, you can park like at Exarban and then ride the e-bike downtown and then ride the e-bike back to your car after the event.
How far do people come to like join it and do it?
Our average trip is around 4 miles.
Okay.
And the duration's about 40 minutes. So it's much longer than the national average. But that's because Heartland Bike Share covers 125 square miles.
Oh.
And the stations that are out in Sarpy County especially are connected by trails. So we'll have people who check a bike out in Bellevue and then they ride the Papio Trail to Papillion.
Okay.
And they return the bike and then they check another one out and they'll ride it back. It is great though. Like,
it is.
This is people who probably would not be riding a bike at all and are out there, getting fresh air, a little exercise, and exploring where they live.
I think that's good. I think that does make it much more easier, especially for people who are like not really into the biking, but that helps start them off where they can commute with that, especially using the app. They can go to these different locations and check it out, so it makes it much easier for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of our riders don't even consider themselves cyclists.
Oh.
They just, you know, like, you don't probably consider yourself a avid car driver, right? People don't ever say that. The car is just part of your life a lot of times, and that's kind of like how we want to make people feel with a bike. Like, we just want a bike to be accepted everywhere and thought of when doing plans and designs and construction. Like, we need to start incorporating the bicycle just like we incorporate the car in all plans.
Yeah, no, I agree a lot with the bicycle, especially when it comes to like saving gas. It's like, it seems like it saves a lot of people a lot of gas trips when they ride the bikes and commuting.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not taking up parking, you're not ruining the roads and not polluting the air, all sorts of benefits.
So yeah, no, that's a great idea for that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Is there anything else you want to say, give a shout out to?
Yeah, well, shout out to the Roam Share team. We got an awesome team that makes all this happen. We're out there every day in all the weather, balancing and swapping batteries. And then just another call out for our event Wednesday, December 17th. We're actually co-hosting with 1 Million Cups, which is very exciting. Come out and check us out. You can come ride a stationary bike with me in the virtual Watopia world. And you can learn more about what Heartland Bike Share is. We have a big announcement coming in 2026. I can't say what it is yet, but you can learn more about it at this event.
And if they want to, you have any like social medias that people can reach out to you on?
Yep, Heartland Bike Share is our socials, and heartlandbikeshare.org is our website.
Okay. Alrighty then.